cough like that. But actually, so what you guys might think that I've heard is that I haven't heard before, but that was my second implant. The main reason why I cried is because the main reason I cried was basically because I didn't think it was going to sound that good. When you get a cochlear implant, you don't really expect it to sound. It's going to sound like a robot, basically. So the first implant I got was in 2006. I was 8 years old at the time. It didn't sound very good. So I was expecting that I had to do a lot. When I got that first implant, I had to do a lot of work to be able to get to where I am now. So, I mean, I'm still doing speech therapy, actually, and I'm still doing like listening therapy and all that stuff. Oh yeah, so when I heard music, one of my biggest fears going into the surgery was that I was going to lose the ability to, I wasn't going to enjoy music as much as I used to. The xylophone sounded like awesome. It actually sounded better, so I was really, really happy about that. And so yeah, I was diagnosed with a hearing loss when I was 1 year old, actually like a week before my first birthday. They found out when I was not responding to, my mom was calling my name when I was sitting in like one of those baby chairs, and I wasn't responding, so she called my dad, and then my dad got this pot and he banged them together, and I didn't respond, and it was really, really loud. So I had an audiologist, I got a hearing test, and they diagnosed me with this severe profound hearing loss. Yeah, they didn't consider hearing, they were waiting on the cochlear implants because of technology. So technology was going to advance a lot, so they didn't want to start early because you can't implant it. I don't know. The technology was just going to advance, so they were waiting until a good time to do it. They also were worried that because of my anatomy, I don't have the right number of cochlea, the right number of turns in your cochlea. I don't have hair cells. Like, it's really screwed up. My ears are really screwed up. So I can't hear. And it makes the surgery a lot harder to do. So there was a lot of risk going into the surgery. After my first surgery, I had a bunch of infections, of course. I was the less than 1% chance of having complications when I got that. So when I got the second implant, it was entirely my decision. My parents made the decision getting the first one, but the second one was my decision. It was really, really scary because I was really scared of having another complication. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to hear. So I heard music with my hearing aid before, and it basically sounds similar to what you guys hear. So like the acoustics are the same. The cochlear implant is not exactly that close. Like I don't like it on my left ear, but on my new ear I like it. I got really lucky with that actually. I don't know why that happened. It was luck. So yeah, like something else I should add. Yeah, I mean that's basically my story. But yeah, I heard it there, and then I was really happy with it. So, yeah.
Now I'd like to have Mariah come up and tell her story.
Hey, I'm Mariah. I'm a junior here. I'm going to be really brief. So I was 18 months when my mother found out I was deaf. And then at 3.5, I got my first implant. I remember before going to anesthesia, I don't remember what happened after. So I had my implant for about 14 years now. Absolutely love it. I only have one implant. I do plan on getting a second one. I don't know when. Before I came to Newton, I was at deaf school for 8 years, and I took speech lessons for up to 8th grade. I don't know what else to say.
Fortunately, we're trying to have another special person come up. I'd like Jamie to come up, who's also a cochlear implant user.
Hey guys, so I'm a sophomore here at the school. And I was implanted with a cochlear implant when I was 4 years old. When I was very young. And since then, it's been such a phenomenal experience because I can hear music, and the world of sound is so beautiful. And yeah, just since then, it's been great. You know, I can communicate with my family, and I will be able to hear my kids say, you know, "Hi, Daddy." Look forward to that.
All right, anybody else in here with implants? All right, I guess. All right, well, it's been a lot of fun giving out this presentation. We'll be taking questions from the audience. You'll be able to ask questions to any of us. So Chris, Jamie, Mariah, Melissa. But when you ask your question, please speak really loudly so we can hear you all the way there.
I actually have a question. I have a cochlear implant myself, and I wanted to ask any of you, are any of you sign language users?
I like to balance it out, because I think it's a wonderful thing to have, to be able to communicate with the hearing community and the deaf community. It's very important for me to do so, so I'm excited.
I don't really know sign language, but I know a little bit, like the alphabet. And I kind of have fun with it sometimes. So sometimes in class, I'll be signing like the alphabet to Joan, and sometimes I'll do it with my friend Karina, like in short sentences. Sometimes, so I know a little bit, but not enough, as some people do. So, any other questions? All right, you.
I was wondering if general FM waves interfered with the implant.
Wait, what?
So I was wondering if general waves, like radio waves and FM waves, interfered with the implant, and how.
So the question is, if I understand it, if you're listening to a radio, is it going to interfere with the connectivity of the implants? And the answer is no. And I suspect it's just because they're so close together. They're within half an inch, quarter of an inch between each other. So no, you don't have that. And am I right? If you're listening to a radio, it doesn't interfere with your implants, right?
Actually, that comes with a funny story. One time, when I was younger, before I started using closed caption, I used to blast the volume on the TV. My mom was really sick of it. So she got this new chair cushion, and all I had to do was change the setting and sit on the chair, and I hear the TV. Well, we usually leave our cable box on to record, and there was one time where I got Telecoil, which is the program, on, and I'd be hearing noise, and I kept thinking, is that a radio? And we kept thinking that for a long time until we realized that was the actual cable box. So, all right, any?
Jessica.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, so I don't want you to get the idea that having a cochlear implant is going to give you perfect hearing.